Welcome, good evening, or whatever time it is where you are watching, and welcome to today's stream, where I will be playing Sonic 2 Game Gear for the very first, well, not playing it for the first time, trying to complete it for the first time, because of course I've played it before. I first experienced it, I think, was it on the Gems collection? I think it must have been. And then again on the 3DS eShop. And my god, I could never get past Underground Zone's boss. And I've never tried to complete it again. And you'd think I had, considering I'm remaking the game. But of course, I'll be honest on my games page. And I say that it's the Master System version specifically. And yeah. I thought it would be a great opportunity to put together that clickbaity thumbnail for April Fool's Day, because there's some truth behind it. I've never completed 8-bit Game Gear Sonic 2, but first I'm going to be playing the Master System version. And before I go too off topic, the music you heard in the intro was on screen as well. You can find it in the playlist in the description below. It is Chilius VGM's Aquaplanet Act 2 remix. Alright. And I've got the audio down to -35, so I'm gonna launch the emulator. Fusion. I've had to add it to Steam so I can control it using my Switch controller. Right, now let's make this full screen, the same way that I do for Pokemon Insurgents. So I'm going to click on my Insurgents thing in OBS and change the window.
Who are you?
It's Tommy! To Fusion. There we go. Sweet. And now I can turn off display capture so we get a black border and transition. Lovely. Alright. What's the next thing I have to do? Open the chat, of course. And Tommy has arrived indeed. And we've got a vote in the poll. We're not going to do a wager for the Master System version because I'm going to complete it. Of course I am. So for now, there's a poll to vote on for which game you want me to play after I've done the whole Sonic 2 bit, because there's a few games competing for my attention today. Splatfest is happening. I'm playing for Team Sasquatch. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog was shadow dropped yesterday while I was streaming. Complete out of the blue surprise from Sega there, like. Visual novel detective game. It very much looks like one of those Sage games that's been around for a couple of years. Or some Rocket League, which always does an April Fool's mode. Alright, so without further ado, let me load up the Master System version of Sonic 2. Here it is. And let us know how the audio is there, Tommy. This is my childhood here. One of my earliest memories is this. Like, I had a Sega Master System 2 with Sonic the Hedgehog built in and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as a cartridge for as long as I can remember. Sonic has been around my life for ages. Here we go. Underground Zone 2. And if the gameplay is a bit choppy, I believe that's because this game runs at 50 Hz rather than 60. Oh, Tommy says GIFs are not shown. Let me fix that. Let's keep the audio going. GIFs are not shown. Let's redeem something then. Redeem star. Let's have a look at what happens. Well, that one showed up. But best test it, just in case. So Tommy says, "Oh, works now." I think I know what might have happened during the intro then. I don't have it set on that screen. Anyway, here we go. Wow, this really is choppy. Is there anything I can do about this? I swear it wasn't this choppy last time I played it. Any emulator whiz kids in the chat? I've got VSync turned on. I thought that was a good thing though. What's perfect sync? And also let's check the config as well to see if there's anything going on here. Extras? Nope. Oh well. I'm gonna experiment with that perfect sync. Okay. It's... Oh, you say it's alright on the stream, but like, as a player, I very much am sensitive to frame rate drops. And I think because the European ROM of this is 50 Hz, then it's not synced properly to my display, which is of course a modern 60 Hz monitor. So I think what Perfect Sync has done is evened out the frame pacing. So it looks a little bit choppy, not quite 60 FPS, but it plays more responsive, and that's what matters here. I want responsive gameplay. Alright. That was close with the spike there, like. I want to collect as many extra lives as possible in Underground Zone when it comes to the Game Gear version. And Sonic 2, the 8-bit version, has loads and loads of rings scattered about its levels. Oh, but it can be a little bit too tempting to get them all. Oh, no way. Right, I need to get used to the physics. Maybe I should have put a wager on for this game. I also have no idea how I uncurled. Ah. Now I do. Now we're down on the lower route, it's too late, isn't it? I made sure in my version you could get back up there through a spring. Yeah, these fireballs jump awfully high in the original, don't they? I really need to give my Sonic the ability to look up and down inside the minecart. It's pointless, but it's fun. Yank. Loads and loads of rings. Ah, you can't get on those springs from here. Ah. Yada yada. Consider this the test run. It's only an extra life up there, I believe. Act 2 has the emerald. Tommy says, wow, I heard Aqua Lake Zone there. Can you verbalise that? Ah, this is a fun challenge. So it's safe to go down here, because you can get back up, but it's a little bit tricky. There we go, first try. Wow, some things just never leave you. Muscle memory. I wish I could explain how I did that. You just basically gotta approach your speed as you come towards it. Right, let's try and listen for this short sound cue that Tommy's talking about. Is it in this tune or the results? Huh, springs roll you up automatically in this game. Oh, that extra life can be tempting. Alright, I need to stay on here and jump off at the right point. Hey, can you see my level design here? Jump! Sweet. I think if you finish a level with the Chaos Emerald, that equals a continue. Ooh. Ooh, I can hear... Okay, I think I can hear the bit of Aqua Lake now. And it's the, It's the... And of course in Aqua Lake it's... It's slowed down, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Tommy says that's it. Sweet. What a nice spot, Tommy. Seriously. Can you get up there? You can sometimes get on there without having to use the last spring. Alright. Let's get saved by Eggman. Alright. This one should be a walk in the park. This is the boss you dread on the Game Gear version, and I'm not looking forward to it. And by the looks of it, I can expect to have 5 lives by the time I get here. 5 chances. Because this is where the wager will begin. It'll be, will I be able to finish the game with continues. Alright, so the balls don't bounce any higher in this version. That is a real shame, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a shame in the Game Gear version you have such a tiny, tiny, tiny screen. Tommy said there's also a bell noise too that plays in this one. A bell noise. It's like classical music, this 8-bit music, innit? I hold it in very high regard, the same way I do the 8-bit Pokemon soundtracks as well. Oops, I spun when I should have jumped. Alright, if you jump, do a full jump over here, you'll come across another extra life. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the top left corner of this level and meet the birdies. Alright, so which tree is it that you have to press down under to make the birds appear? Because I swear I wasn't making this up. Or is it up you have to hold? I swear I showed this off the last time I streamed this 2 years ago. Is this like a Mandela effect thing that I'm suffering from here? I swear there were birds that spawned from one of these trees. Have I just forgotten how to do it? Or does the extra life have to be there? I wonder. Oh, the extra life disappears if you die though, doesn't it? Damn. I'll have to test it out in the Game Gear version. I think you have to not destroy the extra life. Oh, there goes the old phone. I think I can hear like some loud music playing through the walls. That's a first. Alright, Act 2. This is where the Chaos Emerald is. I'm pretty sure there's an extra life down here. Yep. We'll want to remember this extra life for the Game Gear version. That's where that bit was inspired by. You can find something very much like this in my version. It's nice remembering where all the little bits of inspiration came from. Oh, the Gammy got me. Alright, jump off here because we need to bounce on the bouncy clouds and get ourselves up here. I've missed, but here's an easier place to do it from. I'm gonna leave some rings behind just in case I fall down, so I can easily tell which spring it is. Oh, it's here. That's how I know it's under the second lot of cloud tiles under here. Right, now we just need to hold. Right. Do 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 do. Tommy's like, wow, I like how in your fan game it's back to front. Right, light, dark, then rains back, and then it's sunny. Yeah, I wanted to have consistent time passing in my fan game. Yeah, because Sonic 3 has bits of that with Ice Cap. Although, like, not fully in the official release, it's had to have been restored by fan projects. But, you know what I mean, don't you? I think the original Ice Cap still passes from night to day. Alright, don't let these little baby birds throw you off. They're a piece of cake. A piece of cake. Don't let the dodgy hitboxes in this game and bounce physics get you. And yeah, the 8-bit Sonic games do have bounce back, no matter what angle you approach from. And I realise if you roll in these games, you can't press backwards because it will automatically uncurl you. Ooh, which is a system I like, I think. This bird wants to die. There we go. Ooh, I got a double bounce in. I didn't know you could do that. I've always played this boss safe and waited for the projectile to come off screen before going for the hit. There we go. See you later. Yeah, I'm going to be working on my version of this boss this month. I'll be so happy once it's complete. Ooh, somebody's voted for Splatoon 3's Splatfest. Lovely. We need to make sure there's a winner, because if it comes down to 50-50, I'm gonna have to flip a coin. Alright, Aqua Lake Zone. One of my favourite levels ever. I mean, I say that for Sky High Zone as well. But this one, I loved this level as a kid. I thought it was so pretty. And the amount of extra lives you can get is insane. Oh, do the badniks respawn in this game? Can you do bigger bounces? You must be able to, right? Otherwise they wouldn't put rings high up. Maybe they didn't think about it. Tommy says, no, this is my favourite song, I think. For 8-bit Sonic 2. Right, I never know how to get the right kind of, the right kind of launch off this spring here. Because you can see there's rings piled up there. But you can only get a few of them. So I've never been sure how to unlock my momentum to break the speed cap. There we go. I think you have to approach it while rolling, because rolling breaks your speed cap. Oh yeah, you can't bounce on these in the original. Lol. That's why there's a spring there. Oh dear. Do 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 do. Alright, extra life hidden here. And we're gonna fall onto another extra life. Down here. And whoa, this is hurting my eyes. This game dares to be different, doing things like putting the goalpost underwater or to the left of the level. I love that bit in Gimmick Mountain Zone. I'm surprised no other Sonic game has ever done that. Put a signpost to the left. Alright. Tricky thing about Aqua Lake is you can't see a lot of the things that you should be able to see in this level. like the surface of the water, where the physics suddenly change from water to not water. You just can't see it. The Game Gear version does have a water surface that's visible though. Alright. Definitely remade this segment of the original level. Here we go. Need to remember to slow down my bubble rise and hold a hard left now. Oh no, this one's actually forgiven. It's a practice run. I do believe there is an extra life down here. Huh, I wonder how you get through there. And it wasn't an extra life, it was an invincibility. Appear, bubble. Thank you. Hold down and hard left. And we're coming up to the bit where we get the Chaos Emerald, I think. Is it here? No, it's not here. Not quite yet. We need to use a bubble to rise up here. And get the speed shoes that's hidden in the wall. Here we go. Alright. We need to enter this tube and then hold left, I think. Is it left? I hope it's left. It's a shame the speed shoes gets wasted on getting a Chaos Emerald. Alright, now we need to go back in the tube and hold up. And then when we pop back out, we need to hold left. So that we don't have to waste our time in the rest of this level. Alright. And we're above the water surface. We just jump through the wall. And there we go, the end of the level. Onwards to Act 3. Whoops. Whoops. No, you just have to jump over this. Alright, time to face Master Sea Lion. You don't have to do the first hit yourself. He does it automatically in this game. And then in this game it's just a repeated cycle of explode his nose and then do the balancing thing. And then wait for him to blow his nose again, whereas in my version you have to manipulate his AI. Oh! Hello Jay with the star. And also Tiberius is here. How's it going, man? Long time no see. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Pardon me. See you later. Oh yeah, we have to wait for the UFO to drop, don't we? No, we don't. We have to go to the UFO. And then it's always cool if you can make Sonic spin around the top of the UFO as you collide with it. But I rarely get to do that. Tiberius is asking, have you heard about the latest Sonic game? I have, and if you want me to play it, you can vote in a poll right now. That one caught me by surprise, let me tell you. I'm very curious to learn about who developed it. Time for a lovely spring breeze. In Green Hills? Ah, I keep uncurling myself. Doesn't work like 16-bit Sonic, John. Also, my D-pad is very sensitive. Tommy says, I always thought that was a hole in the robot seal's chest. I think it's just his tummy, isn't it? Oh, we need to roll down here, don't we, so we get all the extra lives. Oh no, I missed my chance at the other one. I love how janky these loop-de-loops are. Ah. Hey Tommy, you're not the only person who thinks it looks like claymation. I actually passed that thought around in a stream chat one time, and other people agree. Believe it or not, Sonic Blast does indeed have fans. Oh, is the emerald in Act 1 here? You need to hold left and make sure that spring there doesn't push it off the edge, otherwise you lose your one and only chance at getting an emerald. Or it might just be an extra life. Let's find out. Hard right jump. It's just an extra life. Oh well. No rings. Tommy likes Sonic Blast for that reason, and that reason alone. Other than that, the game sucks. Alright, so the emerald must be in Act 2. Pardon me. Why do I always get like a little hiccup after I take a drink? I'm just remembering now. You know how when you're a kid and you make up lyrics to the music that doesn't have lyrics? Everybody boogie. That's what I used to say when I was a kid. You can do anything, such as get the Chaos Emerald. It's just built into me at this point. I couldn't remember how I did it, how to do it before doing it, but there you go. Huh. And it seems the game doesn't like me whistling because it's completely turned the music off right now. That's never happened to me before. Right, let's reset the music. I love this zone so much. I love this game so much. I'm not going to be saying that when I'm doing the Game Gear version next. Oh dear. Alright, I'm glad I've got so many extra lives, because this bit still scares me now. You've just got to watch the tree position. In between the two trees, you'll always find a spring. Alright, I can speed for this bit actually. With confidence. You can clear this bit in one go. I think I slowed down too much. No, I didn't. Have I done it? I think I've done it in one try. Guys. Oh yeah. That's sweet. Alright, let's fight Wolverine the Bull. You really don't have much of a window to attack him, do you? I remember the difficulty I had when I was a kid. You pretty much got to be ready for him as soon as his attack is finished. So you got to jump while he's still finishing his attack. Alright, Wolverine is sorted out. Let's go. Alright, that was where I thought I'd be spending most of my time. Maybe I'll get my usual 45 minutes. I always made sure that I used to do my 45-minute run once a year. Replaying this game. Of course, having a Nintendo Wii made it so easy to replay this game. Oh. Because, yeah, it was released, the Master System was released for the Wii Virtual Console. Which meant you could control the game with nothing but a Wii remote held sideways. And I know some people aren't a fan of that, but I think that's a very charming way to use a controller, to be honest. You know, elements of this game really do remind me of Sonic CD. I don't know if it's just the way the acts are set up. Act 1, Act 2, and then in Act 3 with the boss. I don't know if it's something about the theming of the game, and how we go from like lots of nature to technology in the second half. I don't know, man. There's a reason why this game is one of my favourite Sonic games, despite its limitations, and I wish I could verbalise fully why. Tommy says he loves everything about the Wii. Yeah, I remember you one night coming to me and just completely reminiscing about the Nintendo Wii. And I was like, why don't you dig it out again? They don't have to be just memories. Yeah, I'm looking forward to when you get your PC, Tommy, and start streaming. You're gonna have so much fun. Oh dear, that thing's happened when you take a drink. And some of it leaks out your mouth. Ugh. Yada yada. Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks. Back when I lived in my student house and I was very financially well off, I had 5 ferrets under my care, and I miss them so much. But I had to rehome them to somebody who could afford to take care of them, you know, after I left university and 2020 hit. Anyway, the sound of the ferrets scratching themselves, they'd always get up from the sleep and get onto the floor and start scratching themselves, and it always reminded me of the drum beats in Sonic 2 Game Gear, because they would go yeah. Alright Sonic, I'll stop talking bollocks. Right, we don't want to miss the Chaos Emerald. And did I get it? In Green Hills? Did I get it in Aqua Lake? I'm just gonna presume that I did. love these sound effects as well. They're just so full of charm. I was wondering if I should make it at least an option in my remake to change all the sound effects to the 8-bit counterparts instead. I think at least some players might appreciate that. Oh, I didn't launch myself at the right angle there. Pardon me. You see, another hiccup because I took a drink very recently. Whoops. I didn't do that bit properly. Never mind. Just means I've got to climb back up again. I forgot about that badnik hidden behind there. Very devious level designers. Whoops. Whoops, I'm glad I had a ring there. Yeah, I can't wait to remake Gimmick Mountain. I think I've got a lot of ideas for this place. And Sky High Act 2 in my demo is kind of getting you ready for Gimmick Mountain. I consider Sky High Act 2 Gimmick Mountain's tutorial level. And of course you're going to have loads of gimmicks in it as well. As many pinball kind of gimmicks as I can think of putting in that makes sense. Like, I'm definitely going to have a wacky workbench gimmick in here as well. Is this Act 3 now? The lack of rings is telling me yep. Gimmick Mountain looks like Mecha Underground Zone. I think you're onto something there, Tommy. Right, we need to get off this, otherwise we'll get crushed by the spikes here. Wait for it to come back. And it's boss time. Alright, no need to worry. The fallen rocks are programmed to fall where you are, I believe, at the time of the collision with the wall. So usually you can make the rocks fall in such a way where they don't matter. And clearly the game was trying to prove me wrong there because the rocks fell way far out. I think the program to fall... yeah, the program to fall where you are after the collision, after he's finished his little bounce on the ground. Boom, boom, and then they fall where you are there. See you later. Come on, camera, unlock. I've got a fox to save. There we go, I did it. Well, hey. That reminds me of when you try and hit the sign in Mario Kart 8, where you can fly at the finish line. Alright, Scrambled Egg Zone. I'm fairly sure this level was always intended to be like a cyber type of level. So that's what I'm gonna do with it. Gonna turn it into like a virtual reality program inside of a egg-shaped dome. Like an egg-shaped... Has anybody played Axiom Verge? And that might better explain it. And of course I'm going to make a reference to Axiom Verge if it makes sense. Oh, I love this song so much. And we don't have to worry about getting an emerald in this level because it's inside Silver Sonic. Tommy says, I wish that capsule came back in Sonic games. It's such good design. Well, you can argue that the UFO theming at least stuck around, yeah? Am I doing this properly? Oh, I made a mistake. That was nearly another mistake. If I'd fallen into the spikes there, that would have been a disaster. Ah, I was too late. I didn't realise that you can pause this to help you. But I've never thought of doing that. But yeah, you can pause it to help you see what's coming next. Thus completely defeating the challenge. And there we go, we're out of there. Look at that score. Other Sonic games I play would be envious of that score. Maybe I should do wages for this game in the future. It would be a great opening act because it's basically like it's one and done in an hour, and you can't just jump in the middle of them. You have to trigger them to explode first. I need to get the timing right for those guys. Alright, we're not going left, we're going this way. And look at all these rings here. I'm gonna need them in the Game Gear version. And I'm like, I wonder how many lives I'll have at this point if I ever get this far. Right. Oops. I've forgotten about that, clearly. Right, this is the bit... Oh, this is the bit that used to scare me as a kid. Getting this bit right. So we're going to start going up here. And we're going to jump inside here at the last moment. And we're going to hold right as we come out, and we're done. Lovely. It took me ages to learn this as a kid. And it's not the only way you can do it. I've seen alternative ways of doing it as well. Sweet. Time for the boss. 1, 2, 3. Wow, we've had 2 votes for Rocket League April Fools. I'm pretty sure I just went the long way around. Never mind. Pretty sure we need to be holding left as we come off here, otherwise we're going to fall into a pit of spikes. We need to be holding right here. No, never mind. We need to let the momentum carry us onto the platform, and then hold right to slow yourself down. And jump. Right, we're approaching Silver Sonic now. Here we go. Uh-oh. Come here, my boy. My entire life was validated when this guy appeared in Sonic Mania. I actually cried. I kid you not. You know, like when you shed a nostalgic tear. it still annoys me to this day that they nerfed that boss fight and made it so much easier. Alright, get that emerald. Yeah. And yeah, in the background of my eventual boss fight here, you'll be able to see the transition from scrambled egg to crystal egg. I want to capture the magic of coming here for the first time. I think I was in my early teens when I managed to come here for the first time, and the fact that the music was so jolly and happy and everything was pink and colourful was just such an unexpected thing that stayed with me forever. I love this game so much. I love this music. Of course, you'll never get to hear it because of all the rings and sound effects. And look at that, the rings even glow. I always thought the fish that fly in the sky are cute as well. Don't know what it is about them. Uh oh, spike alert. I can see why people might think this was an ice level. But the reason why I never thought it was an ice level is because there's no sliding mechanic. There's no slippery ice mechanic, and I'm fairly sure it's supposed to be crystal as in glass. I'm gonna shock a lot of people, I think, when they get to my version of Crystal Egg and find that it's a crystal dome instead of a winter level. But yeah, there's cactuses here as well, and cactuses aren't very wintry, are they? I get more of the feeling that this place is meant to be like a botanical garden or something, like a theme park. But there's no such thing as a wrong interpretation, because oh, this is a very, I think this is a very abstract level trope. Like, what category would you even put this in? That's why I love this game so much, it's just so unique. There hasn't been a Sonic game quite like it. Blah, blah, blah. The only thing that I think ruins this zone for me is just the fact that it's over so soon. I mean, you can spend as long as you want in here technically if you want to ring hunt. And I think I might just do that in the future. Because yeah, you want to hear the song loop at least 3 times, I think, before you want to leave. Alright, jump here for an invincibility. I'm pretty sure the monitor I just destroyed, by the way, doesn't actually do anything. I think that's just fun bit of trivia that there's a monitor in this level that doesn't have any programming. Alright, time for the final boss. And I'm gonna log that score, I think. I'm gonna write that down in my sticky note where I keep all of my Sonic score runs. Because this has just been a casual run. I've not like went out of my way to get too many rings. So I can do better. Maybe. Alright, this boss is by far the worst thing about this game. It's so tedious. Just having to wait for the flashing. And by the way, viewers, beware. You should know this if you're clicking on this stream and knowing what game I'm playing right now. But beware of flashing images. Because this boss likes to flash himself a lot. Alright, we escape. Wow, that... what do you want to call those? Invincible Orbinauts? Can sometimes fly about and get you. But to this day, I don't think any have ever got me between cycles. Again, maybe I'm coming out too soon. Hello there, Joe Does Random Stuff. That's a new name by the looks of it. Welcome to the channel. How is your Saturday going? You're joining me at the end of my Master System practice run. Because after this, I'm going to be trying the Game Gear version for the very first time. Trying to complete it. I'm not looking forward to it. Underground Zone 3 is a nightmare. And Joe Does Random Stuff says good. Good to hear. Plop. I think I've got time to get a hit in. Because he pooped out 4 bits of electrics. And when he does that, I think it means he's not going to flash again for a bit. Joe Does Random Stuff is asking, is the murder of Sonic for April Fools? And I'm guessing you mean like exclusively available only on April Fools. I can't answer that question for you with confidence, but I think it's fair to think that they're not going to remove it from the Steam store after April Fools. I think that would be too much of a marketing disaster for Sega. And yeah, it's a free project. I don't think they would take down something that was made for free. So I think you're quite safe to wait to get it. But I made sure I was safe and downloaded it yesterday, just in case. Because I know some people have been panicking about that. See you later, Eggman. Give me Tails back, now. I don't care about you, I just want my friend, thank you. I'm gonna just stand here and watch. I hope he keeps his word. Tommy's like, ha ha ha, I love how Eggman blows up there. And Tails is like, hey. And Sonic's like, well, what are you staring at? Do something. Wow, what a score increase that was. 280, 200. I'm going to quickly write that down. 280, 800. I hope I got that right. I wish I could interview some of these developers and get an idea of what they were trying to go for. You know, what kind of story were they trying to tell with limited hardware? Joe Does Random Stuff is wishing Eggman a happy rest in peace. Which means if Eggman died at the end of this game, when we look up at the stars, we should see Eggman, right? Because some Sonic fans will tell you that in the bad ending of this game, Tails dies when Sonic looks up at the stars. But to that I say, does that mean in the good ending, both Sonic and Tails are dead? Think about it. Alright, it's all cheery, we're all happy now. And along comes the Game Gear version to spoil our day. Joe says, I don't know why, but that sounds like a Lion King reference. I wonder if you could verbalise what you mean by that. There's one part of the song that's very, very familiar to me, and it's the part that goes da 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 da. And I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. I just can't put my finger on what it is. I feel like it's like from a pop song or something like that. And of course the credits are still going. I think they were supposed to use a good ending version of the credits, but they didn't program it into the Master System version. So I've only ever heard that tune for the credits. And hearing anything else is going to be quite alien to me. Oh no! Sonic and Tails are dead! We need to redeem something for that. Redeem dead. This is the bold new direction for Sonic, ladies and gentlemen. So, am I stuck on the screen, or does the game hard reset? It does. And it doesn't tell you you're too cool or anything, it just says game over. So that means I fail the wager. I fail the wager when I do it. Whether you win or lose, you're gonna lose. Alright. So what I'm gonna do for now is I'm gonna close the emulator. I'm gonna take a quick 5 to 10 minute break because I need the toilet and it's been an hour. So let me take my headset off. We've had another vote for the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm gonna keep Steam open, but I'll minimize it. Power, minimize Steam, and let's open a new tab in our browser so we can listen to some music during the break. Show more. I love that clickbaity thumbnail I made, man. It's so stupid. Right, check out these amazing musicians. Hit shuffle. I wonder who it's gonna be. Sweet, we're getting Little Boulder's remix of from Super Mario RPG, Beware the Hedgehog's Forest. And make sure to hit shuffle again so it actually shuffles. And Tommy is happy that Thomas is working. Alright, I'll see you after the break.
you?
Welcome back from the break. I hope you had a lovely one, because I certainly did. The music that you just heard there was Alec Taylor Music's piano rendition of Planet Wisp Past. If you want to hear that for yourself, you can check it out in the description below. In the playlist in the description below. Alright, so we have returned. It's time to tackle Sonic 2 for the Game Gear for the very first time. Let's get that up and running, because Tommy's eager to put his bet on, so let's fusion ourselves. Let's launch the Game Gear ROM. There it is. Open. And let's do the OBS ritual that I'm supposed to do so that you can't see all the clutter. So main, display capture 2, get rid of, and transition. And the emulator's given us a lovely border for Game Gear mode. And now, let's go into Streamlabs and start the wager. And it's only going to be 15 minutes for this one, right? 15 minutes because we're at underground zone, and that's where my wall is. That's where my wall has always been. It's where a lot of players' walls are. Let's start the wager. Can I beat the game? With continues. Your 15 minutes starts now. And I'm going to make sure to get a bet in as well. What's Tommy betting? He's betting yes, so bet. No. Our examples will be there for the chat. And hopefully the audio is as good as it was for the Master System version. Alright. Tommy is always eager to start early. And look at this. Can you tell already, Tommy, that this is a perfect 60 FPS? Now, I've been told by Sonic CD speedrunner Pimpaouija that the Sega Game Gear versions of these games actually were developed first, and they have more content in them than the inferior Master System versions, and he would argue that this is the superior version of the game. Now, I wouldn't fully 100% agree with that, but I do want to check out what he's on about. Apparently, a lot of the bosses have boss patterns that you simply do not see in the Master System version, so without further ado, let's go. I'm so nervous, guys. I need to hunt for every extra life and ring I can find, so I've got as many chances of this as possible. And wow, this 60 FPS really is nice. The Master System version was never 60 FPS. Although look at it drop, it's dropping. And I've got some response issues here. I don't want any input lag, please, game. That's not going to help me in the future. And while the camera really doesn't help you if you get suddenly pushed like that. Right, I want to get the extra life that I didn't get in the Master System version. Alright. Can I get 100 rings while I'm here? I wonder. Or will I just fall into the lava? Let's find out. That felt close. Feels like I'm gonna get an extra life. Yay. Let's see if I can get another ring. Phew. God, it's so nerve-wracking not being able to see anything. And Joe is asking me to speedrun the game. Unfortunately, Joe, I'm not a speedrunner. I don't have the consistency in my skill to be able to speedrun games properly. Alright, can we easily get back up on the top route in the Game Gear version? Let's find out. Yeah, second attempt. I second guessed myself on the first try. Yep, we want this extra life. And then we're going to get another one. We're going to have 9 lives by the time we get to this boss, which is great. Of course, if you were here for the Master System version, you saw me. You saw how well I do in the Master System version of the game. So surely I'm gonna beat the game without a game over, right? Surely. The moment of truth is coming. Onwards to dreaded Act 3. Oh yeah, I can end the poll now. I forgot to do that. End poll. It looks like The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is going to be the next game I play tonight. I'm excited. Here we go. Can't get onto that top platform from the second spring on this one either. Here we go. Eggman, you better save me. I saw a clip the other day of a Twitch streamer called Drivin', and Eggman just decided not to save Sonic one time. Oh god, look at how little room we have compared to the Master System version. Uh-oh! And yep, the balls all bounce at random patterns and it's hard to tell. It begins. Pain. Pardon me. One of these attempts I'll probably get on that. Save me! It's nice to hear this boss music though. That's one bonus of this version. Ah! My brain can't process the bounciness of the balls fast enough. Joe Does Random Stuff is asking an amazing question in the chat. What's my favourite Sonic game? Ooh. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, I got on it that time. This is obviously my favourite 8-bit Sonic game. My favourite 16-bit Sonic game is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. My favourite 3D Sonic game is a very hard toss-up between Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Unleashed. Very difficult. And then I've got a very soft spot for Sonic Pocket Adventure on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Oh yeah, and the Sonic Advance game, Sonic Rush as well, man. You see why it's such a hard question to answer. So many different and unique Sonic games, and clearly the way to get through this boss is to not even think about it and respond to chat, because I've done it! I've done it finally. It's not over yet though. The rest of the game could be just as hard. I'm not looking forward to Green Hills Act 3 in this version with the smaller screen space. Whew. Here we go. And don't forget to collect lots of rings, just in case. And don't forget about the extra life over here. Right, I need to test out the bird Easter egg in this version, but don't get the extra life. Don't get the extra life. Trigger the Easter egg first. I swear I didn't make it up. Do you stand next to it? Look at the way the HUD's flickering because there's too many sprites on screen. I swear I showed this off in the first Master System Sonic 2 stream. Honestly. Have I been tricked by a fake video? Joe Does Random Stuff is saying that no one has pranked you yet today. Are you just like foolhardy? Are you just the kind of person who cannot be fooled? Because if you are, I'm slightly jealous. I fall for stuff all the time and I've got to make sure if I read something that's slightly sus, I go and see if I can find other sources. If you know what I mean. Here we go. Someone nearly got me at midnight last night because the video was titled Monster Hunter 6 Leaked Gameplay. And then I realised it was from the Unnatural History channel. And then I put 2 and 2 together and I was like, yeah, April Fool's video. Nice try. And I didn't have the Unnatural History channel down as that kind of channel. But you learn something new every day. Alright, look for that cloud. Look for the second set of tiles and the big cloud above. And Chaos Emerald. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Joe Does Random Stuff says, I just don't touch grass. Let's touch some grass ourselves right now. There we go. Oh well. Clearly, I just didn't have enough gamer skill back when I tried to complete this at first. And to be fair, I was younger and less wiser. And less patient. And this was well before I had trained my gamer instincts with a game called Dark Souls. And Monster Hunter. I played Monster Hunter before I was a Dark Souls player. Oh god, the birds. The birds jumping is putting me off. But yeah, Dark Souls really helped me learn to control my patience. Because yeah, I used to shout. I used to be the kind of gamer that had proper gamer rage and shout for no reason. But I don't find that fun or enjoyable to watch when it comes to streamers. So I learned I probably shouldn't do it myself. Alright birdie, come to me. Our limited screen space is going to help us in this boss. Feels like you fire quicker in this version though. I think she has a slightly different rhythm for firing her projectiles. So I'm glad I collected those lives. Uh oh. How did I let that happen? Is it the size of the screen putting me off? Come on John, you can do this. Do. It's because I did a full jump. Whoa. Oh. Right. Oh dear. Destroy the last egg. No. Right. Right, we're just gonna get her before she fires. Because the screen space has given us enough room to just bounce on her head again repeatedly. Sweet. No problem. And Joe says, the hardest games I played were Cuphead and Hollow Knight. Now, both of those games have been on my radar for so long and it's surprised I haven't played them yet. I really want to, especially when it comes to Cuphead. Actually both. Because Hollow Knight's a Metroidvania. And I love Metroidvanias, me. Alright, so apparently Master Sea Lion has additional attacks in the Game Gear version. And I really want to see them. Oh, the crab respawned. But Pizza Tower's a hard game, is it? Here's me thinking it was just a funny meme game. It's got actual difficulty. Well, now I'm intrigued. I've had a few people come here and recommend Pizza Tower. Is it really that good? I never played the Sage demo. I should find out for myself. It's available for free on the Sage website. Isn't it? Betting has been closed. I hope you place your bets wisely. It's getting dark as well all of a sudden, isn't it? Let me quickly take care of that.
Let there be light.
The lights are on now. And here we are. This colour palette for Aqua Lake Act 2 is very alien to me. I've never seen it before. Slumber, little one. I believe you get air if you go down the pipes. So, where's the invisible hole? Send me down. There we go. No. In the Game Gear version, do you not get air in the pipes? Interesting. In the Master System version, if you go inside one of the pipes, you'll be alright. Boing, 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 boing. Right, we gotta wait for a bubble in this version. I do expect there to be a ring now. A spring that sends you diagonally there now. Get the invincibility. I wish we could do a big bounce back up, but that's not how the physics work in these 8-bit games. I wish I could change the colour of my water midway through the level to make it more dark in the indoor segment, and to make the colour palette look a bit more like this. Oh, I should have asked Joe. I'm so sorry I didn't ask in return, like. I need to make sure I do that in the future for the chat. But Joe's saying that his favourite 2D Sonic game is Sonic Mania. Why would you say that, Joe? I like Sonic Mania quite a lot. I've got a few gripes with it. And personally, I would rate it like below Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But that's just me. Interesting. In the Game Gear version, the water goes beyond this bit. Right, I need to land and get inside a bubble. In the Master System version, if you get above there, you'll have normal physics, and you'll be able to make that jump. But in this version, you'll have to use the bubble, it would seem. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. No, I am in the place I think I am. It's emerald time. Yeah. So the water surface goes above the normal boundaries that I'm used to here. Right, remember to hold left. Let's hope the secret wall is still here. Oh my god. the fact that the water physics make this so much harder. I'm gonna have to try that again. Don't tell me the game is forcing me to go through this the long way around. I wonder what would happen if I held right instead. Oh, that was a mistake. I'm gonna waste like 2 minutes here and then realise I'm gonna have to spend 2 more minutes going the long way around. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Oh well. Yaddy yaddy. You must be able to get through the hole in the wall here. It takes a long time for the game to reset after you die. Here we go. Do I have to get the emerald again, by the way? Well, it's gonna be easy enough to double check. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'll be forced to go back through that tube. Going up. I said going up. Wow, I pressed the jump button 3 times there and I only jumped once. There we go. Joe says, in regards to Sonic Mania, that he thinks that the remade levels and the bosses are just good. And can't deny that. They are definitely good, and I love the way they expand some of the levels and combine the acts together in Mania. I think that's like very genius. And I wasn't 100% sure because it was a while since I played it last. But I always thought Mania was harder than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And coming back to it recently, I didn't jump there again. I wish I had some responsive controls. Anyway, coming back to Mania again after doing lots of Sonic 3 score runs, I've only reaffirmed that Mania is hard, especially in the second half. Very difficult to hold on to your rings. Right, let's grab the speed shoes. Psych! Of course, in the Master System version, they didn't even put speed shoes in it. I forgot to point that out the first time. Alright, springs, stop it. I need to use a bubble to go up. Hey, it's GMT, the Pixelmon from yesterday's stream. How's it going, man? And Pixelmon says, hello, sorry for this fate that you subjected yourself to. It's no bother, really. Okay, you can get through the hole in the wall. I've gotten past the bit that's scary for me. Well, I can only keep my fingers crossed and hope that the emerald remained collected. Joe says, debug mode was good in Mania. Now, I never played about with debug mode in Mania. I did that a lot with the 16-bit games as I was a kid, but like when it came to Mania, I just didn't bother. I'll have to give it a try sometime, I think. Onwards to Master Sea Lion. I want to see his extra move that I've never seen before. Right, wait for him to do his attack first. And let the cycle begin. I do believe that these bosses might be easier with a smaller screen space, because there's less room for him to bounce you about. And that was a new attack. Did you see that there? He has a little flip. A little flick that he does if you jump too early. So he's like a ninja, is he? I need to add that move to my remake. Thanks for showing me your new move right away. Thank you. I'm saying new move. It's new to me. It's new to me. And also, you can't do that roll off the top of him in this one because there's really aggressive bounce back off the UFO in this version. You can become blue supersonic and hypersonic as this in debug mode. I think I did play about with it once, because can't you have the egg reverie flying physics in the normal levels? I'm pretty sure I played about with that once. Everybody boogie. We're gonna grab as many rings as we can because this Act 3 is the troublesome one. I'm really not looking forward to it in this version. Oh, I didn't get the extra life. Not enough speed. You can do anything. Can I get on here? On that loop from here? Yeah, I can. Lovely. What does that say? E? Did the staff hide the names throughout all the levels in the Game Gear version? Is that why there's a random ray spelled out in one of the maps I've looked at? Are the staff initials just all missing from the Master System version? Ooh, Joe says that he also hasn't played Sonic Mania in a while. Well, you know what to do. You should fix that as soon as possible. Which version do you have? When I bought Sonic Mania, I bought it on the Nintendo Switch, on the PS4, and then on Steam. I think Xbox is the only console I don't have it on. Ah. They've taken some of my rings! Alright, we're coming up to the diagonal spikes, I think. Spikes. Springs. For a chance at an extra life. Wait, what? Sonic breaks walls with his nose in this? Like in Sonic 4. Sonic has Knuckles' abilities. Did you see that, guys? Or is it because I had an invincibility? Ah, you got me last time as well. Never mind. Once again finishing Act 1 with 0 rings. Joe had to inconveniently make a new Xbox account, but you got the DLC. I really do like the... what do you call it? The Encore mode that the DLC provided. I think Encore mode is like, as soon as that appeared, that was bound to be like a mainstay in fan games going forward. And it's really cool to see all the alternative level colours. Is there another extra life? Or is that just Act 1? Just Act 1. Gotta love that bass. Alright, it's Chaos Emerald time, innit? Whoops. I need to try that again. Everybody boogie. Whoops. Oh, I messed it up again. It feels like you get more mid-air speed in this version. Look at that. I just know Act 3 is going to give me trouble if I can't do this properly. Oh. Try that again. There we go. Gotcha. Get the extra life in here. That's another reason why my game has so many extra lives as well, though. Because there were so many extra lives in the original game. Alright. I don't understand your comment there, Joe. Your Xbox had a fan in it, because you didn't take Sonic Colors Ultimate out the console. Does that mean Sonic Colors Ultimate broke your Xbox, so now you have to keep it cool? Even Sonic's like... Slumber. You need to put a redeem in front of that, GMT. And here we are at Act 3. Oh dear. Alright. You've got even less screen space to see the gaps in the trees here. Woo! Ah, no. I hope I've got enough lives. Already I'm lost because I just can't see as much as I can in the Master System version. Right, let's weigh up my options here. I think I usually bounce on you, don't I? And then it's you. And then we can run for a little bit. And we're alright. Right, this is where I usually mess it up. I messed it up. Slumber, Sonic. And you don't need to apologise, GMT. Oh dear. Yada yada. I can do this. Alright, and then we bounce on you, and then we bounce on you, and we can run across you. And we can hold right here. I failed. I didn't jump. I didn't land at the furthest I could have on the right of the spring. That's the best way I can describe my mistake there. Joe's like, that slumber was so perfect. Ooh, I nearly messed up there. Alright, here we go. Confidently run right. What happens if I just hold right here? I will die. Alright, I do need to control my momentum. Can you believe I did this first try on the Master System version? Whoops, I messed that one up. Can you just hope that my Pokemon Violet save is not deleted, as it is taking forever to reload onto my Switch? Oh dear, I hope you didn't download the DLC. I hope that wasn't the cause of your Pokemon game breaking. Because have you heard of that? There's a chance that if you buy the Scarlet and Violet DLC, I don't know how long it's taken them to fix it, if it's been fixed at all. But yeah, it can corrupt your save data, and that's not cool. This is so hard. Uh-oh, messed up again. Because I can't see the trees. Oop. Over you. On you. On you. Hold right. Our lives are actually starting to count down now. Alright, I can do this. You don't have much room to see these springs, do you? You really don't. Right, I've done it. No, I haven't. And Joe's like, damn you, Green Hill. Oh. Okay. My usual thing didn't happen there. I was going too fast. Wow. And GMT is kindly pointing out that Green Hill is different from Green Hills. There's an S at the end of it. And that's a good observation. You can tell this isn't the Green Hill because the trees aren't palm trees and the flowers are pink. You don't see that in Green Hill. And clearly I've done this differently. I'd have no idea why I am. Okay, here we are. I can do this. I can't do this. Damn it. The fact that you can't see those springs much at all on the way back down really messes me up. Ooh, I messed up again, but I saved myself. Wow, I'm taking a completely different route here. This time. Oh! I managed to get the speed I needed to get to it, but then I just completely flew over it and into the spikes. So if you roll, that'll make you go faster off the spring. And thank you for the slumber. I can do this. Uh-oh. Phew. Boing. Oh dear. I get lost so easily when I'm midair. As soon as I bounce off a spring, it's like a lottery in my memory as to where I am. Alright. Right, we're at the safe bit. We can roll here. And we can... There we go, I've done it, I think. And that platform there, I always wondered what it was designed for, and it turns out it's designed to make you not be in a ball when you get to this boss. Ooh, is this harder with the smaller screen? You've got less time to react to him. Oh. Come here, Bulverine. Oh, He sometimes does that in the Master System version, but it's very rare. You gotta stay on guard for it. There we go. Easy peasy. And I don't know what Tommy's saying. Uh-oh. Ah. Because I got through it in the end. Whew. Onwards to the next zone. Joe's imagining a world where what if bought Fortnite? You mean Epic Games bought Sega? Ugh. Ugh. And Sega Sammy are already obsessed with making as much money as possible. Merging with Epic would be a disaster. Catastrophe. And it would mean Sonic games are locked to the Epic Store. And no one would be happy about that. And wow, this has a sound effect that the Master System version doesn't use. It just has a long spinning sound effect, doesn't it? So that's cool. I didn't jump again. I've got one live left, wow. So it was so close. I need to stockpile my lives back up again. Joe thinks if that happened, Sonic would be dead. Imagine if Disney bought Sonic. Ah! Uh-oh. Yada yada. You've got to be quick with that bit. Even quicker on the Game Gear version. GMT is wondering what my favourite Master System and Game Gear Sonic game is. Because his is Triple Trouble. And yeah, can you guess? Can you guess which of the 8-bit games is my favourite? I'm giving you one hell of a clue right now. And if Tommy says, if Disney bought Sonic, I'd actually be more depressed. But Joe thinks it would be better than Epic buying it. Interesting discussion going on right now. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to think that Disney were just like the best thing ever. Because that's what Disney do when you're a kid. Especially with the Disneyland adverts. They make you feel like going to Disneyland is just the ultimate thing that a kid can do. When in reality, it's an expensive nightmare for the parent. And it's probably just lots of queuing up. I've never been to Disneyland myself. But my parents were always like, no, you're not going to Disneyland. And now I'm an adult. I can see those adverts for what they are. But yeah, I used to think Disney was just the best thing in the world. But yeah, I've become a very jaded and cynical 31-year-old, unfortunately. And that's all thanks to Disney. Of course, I'm exaggerating. But it's still a half-truth. And Joe says that he likes the Mickey Mouse games. Me too. I used to love playing the Mickey Mouse games. On I had a SNES when I was a kid, and we had this Mickey Mouse game that explored every era of Mickey Mouse. And it started in a black and white level. And then you'd go to like levels based on different Mickey Mouse cartoons throughout history. I loved that game. Can't remember what it was called though. And then I had a, like, it's a Tamagotchi, but Mickey Mouse. I had one of them when I was a kid as well. And I cried so hard the day my mother took it off me as a punishment. I was like, Mickey! This was like at the end of school. Oh, what's this secret wall? Oh yeah, I know about this place. GMT is asking, have I played Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog? No, but we did a little vote while I was playing the Master System version of Sonic 2 earlier. And that was, what game would you like me to play? And the choice was Splatoon 3. There's a Splatfest going on this weekend. Rocket League, which has got its April Fool's mode added for today and today only. And then we got the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That was shadow dropped yesterday while I was streaming. And the winner was Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, so I'll be taking a break after the 8-bit version of Sonic 2 and returning with the Murderer of Sonic Hedgehog. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. Is this Act 3 as well, by the way? Yeah, it is. Tommy think, ooh, the spikes are in different places in the Game Gear version. This is different. Pay attention. Was that the only difference? I agree with Tommy though, I think a Sonic Tamagotchi would be amazing. They should totally do a Chow Tamagotchi. Oh bloody hell, the rocks feel like they fall differently in this version. No, it's simply a product of the limited screen space. I'm gonna have to find a different technique for taking this guy on. Alright, I think I got it. Sometimes you can do that really big bounce away though, so you just gotta beware. Oh, I was like a pixel away from everything there, I swear. Oh, I missed. Bugger. I was too far away when I decided to jump. And GMT says, okay, I will leave you when you play it so I can experience perfection with my own self. You're talking about the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Have fun, man. I'm just thinking, I'll have to do voices, won't I? Or is the game already voiced? There's only one way to find out, I guess. I think it doesn't have voices, you know. This is going to be interesting. Alright, come at me again. Should I use the second bounce that he provides? It can be risky. And Joe is asking, have I ever watched South Park? No, not me. I might have watched 1 or 2 episodes that have been shown in the past, but like I've never been compelled to sit down and watch South Park. Now's your chance to sell me on it. Alright, so you are definitely more difficult in this version. Let's focus. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I know what South Park is, GMT. I've seen Team America from the creators of South Park. I think that's an amazing movie, by the way. And my family are all Mormons, and the creators of South Park have done an award-winning musical called The Book of Mormon that I'm also very, very aware of. What's his name? I think his name is Trey Parker, isn't it? Or one of them's called Trey Parker. Come at me. How many lives have I got? Because I noticed the lives counter disappears during these bosses, keeping you even more on edge. I'm pretty sure they do it so that the sprite limit is never met. But I also think the fact that it disappears just adds more tension. Ooh! I knew I'd made a mistake there when I saw the way the rocks dropped. Well, I've got to continue. So it's not over yet. And Joe is confirming that the murder of Sonic doesn't have voices. I'm gonna have to top up my water, aren't I? Because I've got a very dry mouth. I love the way the instrument played that part of the song there. It was almost like it was a violin being plucked, if you were to translate it. Ooh, that was close. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. When he bounces away from the wall like that, that's a good thing. You can just stand right next to him. See you later. Alright. It cost us a Chaos Emerald, but we get to continue our adventure in the Game Gear version. I'm not quite defeated yet. And Joe confirming that I am indeed correct with Trey Parker. Yeah, a lot of interviews with him are popping up lately, so that's why I know his name so well. And did my score reset because you gotta continue? That's interesting. Right. I need to get out this tube and then I'm gonna take a drink. Don't have much left at all. Right, I need to get myself a new bottle of water when I get the crystal egg. Did I go the wrong way? Oh well. It's another chance to get rings. Just jump over you. Everything's gonna be alright. Ah, I wonder if that tube challenge is gonna be harder with the limited screen space. Or is it gonna be built into my muscle memory? But this one's built into my muscle memory. Jump. And we don't have to worry about it till Act 2. Jump. Was the layout there slightly different? And no, the puzzle is in Act 1. And yeah, I think the limited screen space is messing with me because I don't have this memorized off by heart, do I? Yeah, I do. There we go. Sweet. So it's just occurred to me that I did die in Aqua Lake after getting the Chaos Emerald. So very soon I'll find out if that happens to you, whether or not you'll have to recollect the emerald again. Because of course I just went straight through the wall and I forgot to check. I tried to go back through the wall in Aqua Lake, but the water physics wouldn't let me back through. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Well, this is uncharted territory for me. Thank you, Taraban, for stealing my ring. Whoops. Uh-oh. Be careful. Whew, that was close. Where are all the rings at that I found? Alright, they're all the way up there and to the left. Right, it's time for that bit. That always scared me as a kid. You jump in here at the last second, and then hold right as you come out. It doesn't work in the Game Gear version like that. You've only got one chance to do this, by the way, because the platform doesn't reset. Whoops. I fell down. Ah, I swear I pressed jump. Explode, thank you. Going up. Oh, don't have enough speed. Give me speed. Thank you. And I accidentally ended up down here again. Not today. I want rings. Ooh, extra life. Oops. Dough! Alright. So I'm experimenting again. I want to test out the Master System method of doing this. Ah, I couldn't jump late enough. Oh well. I'm gonna waste yet another extra life, I think. I'm gonna have to figure out how you're supposed to do this, I guess. I guess when they brought it across to the Master System version, they went, yeah, some parts of the Game Gear version definitely are unfair, so we'll change it slightly and give players an easier option. That's what I feel like happened. Joe's wondering, have I seen the Mickey Mouse creepypasta? And I'm sorry to confirm, Joe, that I don't pay much attention to creepypastas, unfortunately. What's it all about? If I were to guess, I'm picturing a cursed Mickey Mouse with like Sonic.exe eyes. Yeah, it doesn't work in the Game Gear version. Whoa, he respawned. Uh-oh. That's evil. And he's still there. That's fine, as long as I didn't fall into the spike pit. Oops. Not enough speed. There we go. Thank you, Gammy Gammy. Bounce. It feels like in the Game Gear version, the springs take you somewhere else. Uh-oh. Ah, I've done this again. Mickey Mouse walking down the street and his smile grows as the video goes on. Yikes. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this the pro gamer way. Ah, I think I was onto something there by buying myself more time. Oh, this is so hard. 4 lives. And wow, the Game Gear version, the Master System version, was over in under an hour, but the Game Gear version is going well over the hour. Ooh, I managed to perfectly land in the middle of him there. Ah, and again with him. Ah, nice. I made it to my usual spot in this version. Now I can grab an extra life and have infinite retries of this stage. Thank you. Oh no, don't jump there, there's nothing but spikes. Oh. So that's the intended way. Okay. Sweet. I'll keep that in mind. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think the Game Gear version might be the version I come back to in the future. Simply because of the increased challenge. Oh dear. I didn't think I'd come to that conclusion so soon. What does the chat think? And Joe says there's a law to why Mickey's so sad. Oh, hole left. Damn it, I didn't hole left in time. And the game sent me into those spikes. Of course, you don't even have to go this way if you remember to hold right as you're in that tube. Whoa, what was that all about? Did I just collide with like an invisible tile for the tube? Alright, you're the one that I hold left at. Ah, bugger. I am 100% sure that the air physics of springs are different in this game. Joe Does Random Stuff asks, what was your favourite part of Sonic CD? Dude, now, you know how I said Sonic 3 is my favourite Sonic game ever? That's still true. but Sonic CD is like an experience like no other Sonic game. I think me and Tommy rated it higher than Sonic 3 when we ranked all the Sonic games in a stream. Because it's just like, if you want a sandbox 2D Sonic game with multiple objectives and lots of fun to be found, Sonic CD is the game for you. So the answer to your question, Joe, which part of Sonic CD is my favourite? All of it. All of it. But especially getting a good future in an Act 3. If you've gotten all the robot generators. I think that's very, very, very satisfying. How about you, man? Because Sonic CD is just full of so many moments. Time to face Silver Sonic. And I think this boss should be easier with a smaller screen. Gives you less... Yeah, there's less pixels to travel when you want to land your attack. So I think to compensate for that, they've slightly sped up Silver Sonic here. I think all the bosses might have been slightly sped up actually, due to the smaller screen. Uh oh. That little dash he does can get you sometimes, like. Ooh. Alright, is he gonna drop an emerald? He is. My first time getting to Crystal Egg Zone in the Game Gear version of Sonic 2. And you guys are here to witness it firsthand, live. And Joe says, I loved Sonic CD, but my favourite part was the Metal Sonic race. Oh, good choice, man. Iconic. But which music do you prefer to hear during that Metal Sonic boss fight? Because I believe you've got a choice of 4 tracks. Now I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water, but you guys can stand here and enjoy this very rewarding good future that I've earned. Oh, it's such a tight bottle lid. I got it, there we go. Hey, God. I really do need a glass, so that I don't have to keep lugging around these oversized bottles of water. But can you imagine the bicep I might have from practically doing this with 5 kilograms of weight all day? There's method to my madness. Anyway, 1 minute and 30 has passed, so let's get to the end of this level. And JMT says, "Ah, Miss Mecha Mark Zero. Is that what you call Silver Sonic?" Very interesting. I was saying yesterday, while I was in Sky Sanctuary fighting Mecha Sonic and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I wonder what people call these robots, because everybody has a different name for them, don't they? I think the Game Apologist recently made a video about that very subject, actually. Pardon me. Oh, cool. We get an extra life. I wonder what the conditions were to trigger that. Doodle-doodle-doo, doodle-doodle-doo, doodle-doodle-doo. Smash. Oops, I got distracted by the chat. It's totally worth it. Joe says they have to add Sonic 3 to mobile. They have to. You hear that, Sonic team? Headcanon? And the rest of the guys working on Sonic Origins? Why Sonic 3? Not on mobile. Are we gonna have like a case of... oh dear, you know how for the last decade, console gamers have been begging for the mobile parts of Sonic 1 and 2? Well, now it's gonna be the opposite, isn't it? Mobile players are now gonna be begging for the console version of Sonic 3. Isn't that so funny? Come on, Sega. What an oversight. I guess, because 1 and 2 are free on mobile, aren't they? I guess Sega just can't... Well, they can. I'm sure people are willing to pay a heftier price on mobile for Sonic 3. Come on, Sega. Stop ignoring half of your audience. They haven't even ported Mania to phones, have they? Boing. No, I didn't have speed. Why am I messing this up? There we go. Alright, we're almost there. And we've been living on a prayer. Or to be more precise, a continue. We've been living on a continue. Oh, and the boss music just starts right away on this level. Oh, and you don't even get to see the side in the Game Gear version. Oh dear. And I was a bit too late there. Come on, John, get back in there. Going up. The fact that you can't see the other sideways pipe that you can usually see in the Master System is making me very nervous, because I don't want to accidentally go inside of it, you see, and be shot out like you can be in the Master System version if you're eager to hold left before you enter the tube. And GMT says, I hate this boss, and yet, fewer warning, beware of flashing images. Uh-oh. Not only does it have a bright flashing light, but it's just boring. In my version of Sonic 2 that I'm remaking? No way. I'm only gonna have you hit him like a couple of times before the actual final boss begins. And wow, I haven't died to this boss in a very long time. The fact that you can't see anything. I think the drums, you know, the drums on the 8-bit version, they're less pronounced on the Game Gear, I swear. And wow, I think this might be sped up, like the other bosses might be. I'm pretty sure that off-screen hit doesn't actually count. Alright, I can do this. How many lives have I got? Does anybody know? GMT says, be right back when the boring boss is done. The joke's on you, GMT, because after this boring boss is done, I'll be taking a break. A boring break where nothing happens except for music. But rest assured, I'll be coming back from that break and playing the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Because that's what everybody wanted. Ah, it happened again. I can do this. 4 lives. I saw them before they disappeared. Pardon me. Boing. So it's those electric things that he poops out that keep getting me. I need to be aware of what part of the cycle that is. There's the electric poop. Uh-oh, I'm too late. Uh-oh. That was so close, guys. Don't get me. And Joe says, Gamma's story is so sad. Talking about Sonic Adventure. Now there's a game I've not played in a long time. I'm pretty sure when I first started live streaming, one of my subscribers who used to be here a lot would always request that I play Sonic Adventure. And I just haven't done it yet. To be honest, I'm a little intimidated by it because I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic Adventure 1. I find a lot more satisfaction from Sonic Adventure 2, but that's just me. But regardless of that, I really do think it's time that I revisited Sonic Adventure 1 with a fresh pair of eyes. Alright, my patience seems to be paying off here, but I hope I'm not about to jinx that. Okay, now would be a safe time to get me. Oh, sweet! I did it! I love Eggman's pose as he's running there, like, it almost looks like he's supposed to be carrying something, but the object is just missing. Do you know what I mean? And cover your eyes, viewers, if you're sensitive to bright lights. Ooh, I get to hear a brand new version of the credits theme, I think. I wonder if I'll vibe with it. Ooh.
I don't like it.
Okay, I have heard this before, but not like from the source itself. It's kind of familiar. Can you see how the text is flickering because there's just too many sprites on screen, it would seem. Ooh, I like that bit of the song. And Joe says, yeah, I love Sonic Adventure 2, and it's also its soundtrack, and SA1's too. No matter what Sonic game it is, you can rest assured that it'll have fantastic music. Pardon me. I love that bit. I still think I prefer the version I've heard all along on the Master System, but this one has a great... It feels final, if that makes sense. The song feels like it's going somewhere and it's gonna finish. Whereas the other one is like, I feel like you will continue. And this bit I feel like is capturing the spirit of the running. Diddle 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 diddle. I feel like that matches the pace of which your feet are touching the ground. Joe says, I could play Open Your Heart for 24 hours a day. Hey, the Master System version didn't have that sound effect, did it? Sonic and Tails are dead, of course. We've already been through this. Ah, game over. But I did good. Ignore that. Let's get this wager settled, shall we? Alright, so tonight's wager for Sonic 2 on the Game Gear is, can I beat the game with continues? I'm gonna have to make that without continues in the future because the answer is yes, with 50% of the votes and 920 rings in the pot. Let's complete that. And our chatbot is updating it in the chat for yous. So who came out winning there? Did Tommy vote yes? Oh, a stretch. Oh. Alright, so that was Game Gear Sonic 2. I didn't notice too many differences, but there were some notable ones, like Aqua Lake's extra move for the boss. I've never seen that until today. And I think I like the challenge that this throws at me. I'm gonna do it again and reaffirm whether or not I still feel that way after another playthrough. But yeah, I think I'm gonna revisit the Game Gear version from now on in the future. And I wasn't expecting to say that. I should have kept Steam... Sorry about the loud bang there. I should have kept Steam open there because I'm going to be playing Murderous Sonic the Hedgehog next, aren't I? Right, let's get my channel screen sorted out. Display capture, turn on, turn off insurgents. There we go. And we can switch to the channel screen for the break. I'm going to leave you with some music as always. And I'll be gone for about 10 minutes, I think. I'll try not to be gone for 15, but you never know. And when I come back, I will be playing The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog for the very first time. Alright, so music, check out these amazing musicians. Let's hit shuffle. And we're being treated to OSC right now. Enjoying.
My favorite song from Sonic 1 was Spring Yard Zone. That joint was so funky, man. And that was like one of my first experiences with funk, I think, honestly.
Welcome back from the break. I hope you had a lovely one, because I certainly did. Of course, we're still on the OSC album that we were on when the break began. If you want to hear it for yourself, you can find it in the playlist in the description below. And thank you for that bongo, Joe Does Random Things. Now that we're back from the break, let's load up Steam again and try the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, and YouTube obviously weren't prepared for this, because there's no game category for this game on YouTube yet, unfortunately, so I have to keep it at Sonic 2. And excuse me while I clear my throat. Oh dear. Thanks for the welcome back. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I was quite surprised to find that this game has a very small file size. I downloaded it just like that yesterday. I was very surprised. And let us know how the audio is. Wow, look at this title screen. I can see Blaze. Ooh, Blaze is here. Options. Text animation. Graphics and audio. Assist mode. We designed the difficulty of the Think levels for experienced Sonic fans, but we understand every player has different skill levels and needs. If these levels are inhibiting your enjoyment of the game, we hope Assist mode settings will help you tune your ideal experience. And Joe says, I can't believe this game is official. And hello Clumsy Smurf, that is a new name indeed. Who says, I'm new to your stream. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. So we don't need assist mode on, I think. Let's just try the game how it is. Let's go. Phew. Made it on the train 15 minutes ahead of schedule. So far so good for my first day on the job. Oh, I totally forgot my name tag isn't ready yet. I should make one. I'll just sign my name here. Hello, my name is John. John, did I spell that right? Yeah. Hope passengers can read my scribble. This feels like the intro of a Pokemon game. Dining car. Wow, this game has amazing music already. Uh-oh, am I nervous? Is this first day on the job jitters? Working the train's dining car can't be so bad. Come on, John, shake it off. Ow. John, did I just see you hitting yourself? Mr. Conductor, sir, how are you doing this morning? Ho ho ho, quite alright myself, though feeling a little bittersweet. Is everything alright? Well, truth be told, not really. Alas, today is my last day as conductor. I'm retiring after 32 wonderful years. 32 years, that's how long Sonic's been around. Time for me and the Mirage Express to say goodbye to one another. Well, congratulations on retirement, sir. Thank you. My wife is very excited about it. She's already got our plane tickets to Spagonia locked. Our shower's been on the fritz, and I'm excited to use the hotels. I can see why his wife's excited. Although, enough of my quibbles. Today's your first day working the dining car. Here's the menu for today. Menu added to inventory. I can open the inventory anytime to view items I've received. I should look over to the menu carefully. Ooh, is this going to be like Ace Attorney? It reminds me of Ace Attorney. The Mirage Express dining menu. It features chili dog, instant ramen, and chicken cordon bleu. Why do you look so nervous? All we have on the train is a microwave. Though I'm sure a little quiz is in order. Which of these do we serve in the dining car? Ah, lovely, I'm glad I read that. Chicken cordon bleu, of course. Ding ding ding! Glad you can read the menu, okay? A little about the festival. This is a state-of-the-art high-speed smart train with all the latest gadgets. This train really can handle anything you throw at it. We've had a lot of adventures together, me and this train. It's not easy to leave. After 32 years, I don't blame him for being wistful. This train is exclusively used for events. It's not a passenger train. Bongos in the morning. I remember that from the interview. What's the event today? A murder mystery party. Nothing better than some thrills to end my tenure as a conductor. Thanks for the bongo down. Guests will be funneled here to the dining car as a home base, so to speak. I'll be with you to gather tickets, but after that, you'll be on your own. So I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? I can't afford to lose this job. You sure can't. The severance pay is lousy. Doors to the Mirage Express are opening. All aboard! This game's got some fantastic art, look at that. It's Amy. Everybody's wearing cool outfits. Now this is a voice I'm not looking forward to trying. Tails. Wow, this train is incredible. What fascinating tech. Oh, it's Vector's here. You're right, Tails. I could get used to staying in a train like this. What did you all expect? You know I always go out for my birthday party. There's no way I'm trying to do a feminine voice. No way at all. This train's as elegant as you are, Amy. Can't promise I won't take anything, though. Oh, wow, Knuckles is wearing his cowboy hat. Calm down there, Rouge. Did I not just catch you stealing from the train station gift shop? It was a pen, Knucklehead. Who's gonna miss a teeny tiny pen? What cast of characters am I stuck with? Get a hold of yourself, John. You're sweating through your uniform. Hey, pal. Can I get one of those chili dogs? Of course, sir. Are you a pirate? Oh no, I'm more nervous than I thought. Sonic, wait until I announce everyone's roles to get food. Haha, sorry. Sorry about that, birthday girl. It's Amy's birthday. I'll be coming around to collect everyone's tickets. Please have them out and ready. You'll join me, John, won't you? Just click on whoever you'd like to talk with and we'll collect their ticket. Okay, got it. Ticket, please. Thank you kindly. Happy to have someone as renowned as yourself on board. Don't worry about it. Oh, I clicked too easy. Click too thingy there. I need to get out of that habit. When Eggman took over, I truly feared the worst, but my kids swore you would swoop in eventually, and you did. Hello, Tommy. And I think I've fixed your redemption between breaks. 100% sure it's fixed now. I can't offer much other than my sincere gratitude. Was that like a reference to Forces? Don't sweat a thing. I'm glad you and your family are safe. Wait a second, is he Sonic the Hedgehog? I promise you an excellent stay on our train, Sonic. Have fun now. Yes, have fun now. Will do, thanks. Tails. Can I get your ticket, young'un? Right here, sir. Thank you. May I offer you any snacks we have on board? No, thank you. When I travel, I always pack my own sparkle gelatin. It's a sparkly jelly that can melt any jaded heart. No way, I brought my own sparkle gelatin with me too. It's my first day and I was a little nervous. Don't be nervous, you're doing great so far. We're sparkle gelatin buddies. Honestly, absolutely, you don't need anything, just let us know. Tommy says this actually looks good. Thank goodness someone on this train is normal. That proper felt like Phoenix Wright, like dialogue there.
Who are you?
Is it working now? I can hear it. Yeah, it is. I can see it on my replay. See, what I did, Tommy, was I accidentally broke it by cloning it when I was making more redemptions. Howdy. Could I please get your ticket? I think that's a ticket. But I really don't want to argue with this guy. Yeah, look at the look that Knuckles has given us right now. Everything looks good, thank you. Seems the conductor doesn't want to argue either. SBO. Could we please see your ticket? Of course. Excellent. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your stay with us. Absolutely, I appreciate it. There's a calmness about him. Something about his presence put me at ease. You consider me calming? He's looking right at me. I study ninjutsu. I believe one can communicate through the subconscious. Wow, ninjutsu? That sounds a lot difficult, like a lot of difficult training. Can you cling onto walls? Cling onto walls? What kind of question is that? I most certainly can. The conductor looks a bit too smug at that answer. Yeah, Tommy, Knuckles has got the hat. We got Vector, oh dear. Hello, my friend. Can I get your ticket?
Yeah, sure, of course. As a gentleman to upstanding morals, I love to show you my ticket.
He seems to be avoiding eye contact. Is something amiss, sir?
I seem to have, misplaced my ticket.
Could you please speak up a bit? I couldn't quite hear.
I misplaced my ticket. I don't know where it is.
He's not hiding his embarrassment very well. That wasn't very good embarrassment voice, was it? Don't worry. We'll take a look around for you and see if it turns up.
Ah, that would be amazing. Thanks a million.
Seems as though we should keep our eyes peeled for his ticket. Tommy, you're very flattering by saying that's the best Vector voice I've ever heard. That's so funny because I'm not used to hearing Vector. You know, you rarely hear his voice. Now here's a voice I'm not going to do well at all. Could I please get the birthday girl's ticket? I'm not even going to say hee hee. Why, certainly. Thank you, miss, and thank you for choosing our fine train for your birthday festivities. Well, the birthday discount certainly helped. Who doesn't love a good bargain? And a murder mystery train just sounds so exciting. It's right up my alley. Who doesn't love a good thrill? You see, I'm a girl who loves a true, good crime podcast. Maybe we should leave her to have fun. Before we move along, for you, miss. Oh, how fun. Thank you. Where do I use this? That unlocks any door on the train. Happy birthday. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. It's practically tradition. Very useful. We'll use this wisely. Thank you. Amy looks so cute in that dress. Tommy says I sound like fun. Now you're just winding me up, Tommy. It's April Fool's. And why Shadow being an edgelord in the corner here? Poor Shadow. Here. Thank you. Everything is in order. He seems concerned about something. Is there anything we can help you with? Do you sell gift bags here? No, sadly. But I do have a plastic grocery bag in the back I could get for you. That stare. Ugh, so cold. John, you're shivering. Do you need me to fetch your jacket? No, I'm good. Blaze the cat. Sonic's waifu. May I have your ticket, please? Thank you very much. On top of it, I see. A princess such as myself must always be punctual. Princess? Did she just say princess? If you don't mind me asking, are you visiting from somewhere? A separate dimension, actually. A separate what? Just here for Amy's birthday, then I'll pop back to my own dimension. I quite prefer the birthday cake from this world more than my own, so I admit I'm a bit excited. So that's why she was there in Generations for Sonic's birthday. She just loves cake in this dimension. That's funny. Hey dear. Ho ho ho! Don't you say. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay, princess. should I bow? Do I bow before a princess? No, Blaze wouldn't like that. What are you doing? Please get up. Yeah, Blaze wouldn't like that. I know Blaze's character. I love Blaze so much, man. Why can I not win with this group? And Rouge. Well, hello. Oh, that's Blaze. Well, hello, you two. What can I do for you? Good morning, ma'am. Can we get your ticket? My, how forward. Let me fetch it for you. And Blaze looks like she's wearing a rider's outfit. Come back if you need anything else, you hear? Wow, she's so polite. Very easy to talk to as well. Ma'am, can I sneak that $20 bill out of my pocket? Gonna have to kindly ask for that back. Oh, this was yours? Must have slipped out. Here you go. I may not actually be the best at judging character. So you can click on this arm as well. Yummy. Don't mind if I do. John, those are for our guests, you know. Trin, be sure John only gets one of those if they ask. Did the arm just kind of nod? Actually, Trin, the conductor wants me to have the whole plate. Good try, young buck. The train and I have worked together a long time. You'll have to work harder than that to get what you want. Drat, those snacks look really tasty too. Tommy says, I'm so sure these meme of Shadow wanting a gift bag or something. Is there? There's so many deep cuts here, is there? What's this? What's sticking out of the napkin holder? Say, wasn't someone looking for their ticket earlier? Let's be sure to return this to its rightful owner, and make sure no one else uses their ticket as a napkin. So this is Vector's ticket. Let's give it to him.
Find anything yet?
Well, we just might have what you need. John, why don't you show our friend here what we picked up?
Ah, there it is! That's my ticket! Thanks so much to you both. Was really worried you'd kick me out and I'd miss the murder mystery.
Oh, old John here would have had their hands full kicking you out.
You're right, I wouldn't leave this without a fight.
Basically, Vector laughing. I'm not going to do that. The conductor laughing. Wait, who made me both microwave expert and a security guard?
You're both alright in my book. Thanks again for the assist.
Of course, just let us know if you need anything else. Okay everyone, time for me to read out everyone's roles for the murder mystery. And that's my cue to leave. I must prepare the driver's compartment for departure. The conductor's car. You remember our promise, yeah? You'll do everything in your power to make sure our guests have a safe and enjoyable time on the Mirage Express. Absolutely. You can count on me. To be honest, this group seems plenty capable on their own. And Trin, assist John if they need any help, won't you? That's all I need to hear. You have my trust. Nothing more heartwarming than a conductor and his Trin. Excellent, I'll be off. I must take my leave, everyone. Please have a phenomenal time. And don't worry about mucking up the place either. This train is state-of-the-art and has systems for dealing with all that. For everything else, please talk to John here if you need anything. Sounds good. Absolutely.
Will do.
Goodbye now.
I like that guy.
Thank you for all the following the outfit guide I sent you. You all look amazing. I trust you all read your law cards as well. Law cards? That must be the details of their motivations. I suppose it makes sense. Law cards aren't read out loud, otherwise people would know the murderer's intentions. Now on to the nitty-gritty. For the murder mystery game, one of you will be murdered and the rest suspects. Everyone has assigned roles for the characters they will be playing. participation is required, for it is my birthday. Of course. Birthday girl makes the rules. Sonic, you are a ship captain. You will be stationed on the conductor car. Sorry about my accent there. Naturally, that's where the captain should go. Tails, you are the detective. You will be here in the dining car. Indubitably. And Knuckles, you're the sheriff around these parts. We'll find you in the saloon. Got it. Rouge, you're a business tycoon. And Blaze, you're a titan of industry. Both in the casino. What's the difference? There is none. Sounds fun. Vector, you're the butcher. And Espio, the poet. Both found in the library.
Hear that, Espio? We get to hang out together.
And do what? Read?
Maybe we can make a tower of books or something.
Shadow is the locksmith, hanging out in the lounge. And last but not least, me, the journalist reporter. I'll be moseying around with everyone. Did you all get that? Yes. I was listening in. Hope that's okay. More than alright, you can help ensure everyone's following their rules. Oh, that reminds me. I have a map for each of you. Everyone's station is marked on this map as well. How convenient. I'm gonna take a quick break. Toby thinks they should cast me as the next Vector. I tell you what, reading all these voices is making my mouth very, very dry. So if there's any potential wannabe voice actors at home, remember, stay hydrated. I've got the history of in performing arts. Some of you might know this if you've seen all of my past videos. One of my videos I made was a thing about the human voice, which I made for college. It's so funny. Can't believe I made that for college as an assignment 10 years ago. Dear. Do you think this was actually meant for last year's Halloween, but ran out of time? That's a good question. Could be. It was either meant for Halloween, with it being a murder mystery, or it was meant for April Fools all along. But what a clever piece of marketing this is. Sonic fans never get stuff like this for free. Anyway. The rules of the game are as follows. There is a murderer amongst you all. The murderer can kill a single participant, however they choose, but you must physically be present with the victim for it to count. Everyone else must collect evidence throughout the train and use it to interrogate fellow passengers to figure out who done it. The murderer will lie to get out of being accused, so inspect everything you can, find clues and interrogate. I'll set a timer for 1 hour so everyone can mingle and the murderer can do their thing. Is everyone ready? Sounds like everyone's excited. Everyone, to your stations! This is so exciting. A mystery is unfolding right under our very noses. How thrilling. I have goosebumps. Same. Isn't it awesome? Shouldn't you two be out there mingling with everybody? Well, actually, the detective and the journalist can't be the murderer. So we're just stuck here for an hour before going out and scoping the place. This way, there's always a neutral party. Makes sense to me. Tommy asks, do you think they meant it when they said they have heard everything we wanted? Well, no, obviously that's like a superlative, isn't it? They can't have possibly heard everything that everyone has to say. That's nigh on impossible when your franchise is as big as Sonic, but I believe them, sort of, you know. It's a superlative, but you get the same understanding, don't you? They've heard all the main feedback, and they're paying attention. Anyway, seems as though Amy's more excited about deciphering the mystery anyways. What do you think everyone's doing? Or probably inspecting their stations and talking amongst one another. Everyone has rules to play, so they must keep exploring their characters. Do you know what their character motivations are, Amy? No, the lore cards are confidential. No one knows the person who received them. My backstory is that I was best friends with a flicky that decided to join the evil Dr. Eggman, kick-starting my desire for the justice in the world. My lore is that I'm a nosy person turned journalist. Not gonna lie, that sounds fun. I wish I wasn't stuck on the microwave duty. What was that? And where have I heard this music before? The train started moving! It's so fast! Grab onto something! What's going on? Ah! I'm slipping! Hold on! I can't! No! What was that? That bass line. That's so Ace Attorney, man. Plot twist. You're both awake? Yeah. It seems the train has slowed down considerably. Is everyone alright? Yeah, my head's spinning My head is spinning a bit, but I'm okay. It seems we've been knocked into the dining car's closet. This train can reach such incredible speeds. We're getting our money's worth with this experience, that's for sure. This is actually intended. It's my first day, so I'm not really sure. Oh dear, yada yada. I don't recall them warning me about this in the interview. We should go check on the others. John, could you get the door? Of course. It seems the door is blocked, and I don't think it's budging. Amy, give me that fallen shelf a whack with your Pico hammer. Let's find another way out. I'll start looking for clues. I'll search over here. I know Amy. She's hiding something. Huh? I suppose she did wake up before us. Something could have happened. Is Amy the murderer? Listen, I know I'm the detective here, but all the best detectives have sidekicks. I'm gonna need your help. Tails needs a sidekick. Let's gather clues on why Amy's acting this way and interrogate her about it. Check out everything you can around this closet, and then we'll show it to Amy to uncover the full situation. Gather evidence and interrogate. Got it. I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? 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 You can count on me, Tails. I won't turn evil like your ex-flicky companion did. Happy to hear it. Now let's get searching. Right, I'm gonna take a drink. And I do apologise about my really lousy voices. My Tails might be the most inconsistent one so far. The shelf blocking our exit. It's currently not budging. Tommy says, does that mean the Sonic Adventure 1 flicky became evil? It might just be like a little wink and nod to Sonic Adventure 1 fans. Hey John, look closely at this. I wonder how this side of the shelf got smashed. Amy's hammer. There's nothing the shelf could have fallen into, and I'm sure this damage wasn't here before. The train has too much upkeep. I feel like this is important. We should log it. Crack on the shelf is added to your inventory. Ah, the wet floor sign, keeping people alert and safe. Once I slipped it on some spilled juice at the grocery store, no wet floor sign at all. Luckily, Sonic was there to catch me. Wow, Sonic really is as fast as they say. But he was going so fast that he slipped onto the juice. We slid on an older gentleman's shopping cart. Well, it's the thought that counts, I suppose. What do you think, Tails? Want me to cook any of this for you? When we get out of here, sure. I normally never make microwave meals. I prefer to cook. My cast iron skillet has gotten a lot of use lately. I can cook a mean cast iron pizza. Yeah, that was cringy. Sorry about that. Yada yada. I've only had microwave lunches this week. Let's look in the bin, because it's a Pokemon game. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, it's empty. But look on the bright side. It's a very clean trash bin. How do I become as optimistic as this kid? I can't click on the microwave. I am disappointed. Alright, there's a baseball bat. What's this? A rod? It's Amy's hammer. Snapped. The tip is broken. It looks to have originally been attached to something. I'm not sure if it's related to our mystery, but I like spinning it around, so we'll keep it. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Amy and find out what really happened. What's the latest? Find any clues yet? I found a spoon. If we found 2 more, we can dig ourselves out. Dig ourselves out on a train? I'll keep looking. Let's talk to her first. Find any clues yet? Oh, it's the same dialogue. Oops. Let's start the cross-examination then. Amy, we believe you're hiding something from us. What? You accuse me on my own birthday? How dare you? This isn't going to be easy, is it? I've been stuck in here just like the 2 of you. What in the world do you think I'm hiding? Amy was awake before Tails and I were. What could she have done in that time? Microwave a chili dog. Attempted to escape. Murdered a suspect. Now that's jumping the shark a bit too much there. Although I kind of jumped the shark a bit. Attempted to escape. I don't think you were sitting idly when John and I were knocked out. You attempted to escape in the closet. Prove it. Show me evidence that I attempted to escape, or help me search for a way out. This definitely reminds me of Ace Attorney. Do we have evidence to prove that? John, let me step you through this. First, find the correct piece of evidence from your inventory. Once that has been deduced, we must form our argument to fight back. Alright, let's do it. What proves Amy attempted to escape the dining car closet? This. And this. We can show any. We're gonna have to choose both options, I think. And Tails isn't so sure either. Okay, this. What, some damage on the shelf is supposed to prove something? It fell over. Damage makes sense. You have no argument here, you're grasping. Oof, okay Tails, what now? Well now, to follow this train of thought, how does the crack on the shelf relate to Amy? So now I have to explain myself? Well, you see, when I get stumped, I like to think. What would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? Sonic's a force to be reckoned with. He's always running forward, collecting rings, crushing badniks. He never loses. Like an endless runner game? I play a lot of those on my phone. No, I don't. Sure, whatever works. Just close your eyes and think. What would Sonic do? And find your argument. Alright, let's prove we're not grasping. Let's follow the train of thought and fire a comeback. Like Sonic would do. Think. Dream gear. I have to use WASD in space. Okay. Or the arrow keys. the game won't continue until it's detected that you press the buttons. Where have I heard that jump sound effect before? John's Dream Gear. Look at this. What was that all about? Sure, the shelf fell, but there's nothing around for the shelf to fall into. You're telling me, on a train this well kept, that the damage was here before we arrived? Well, I believe someone is responsible for hitting the shelf. You just said nothing was around for the shelf to fall into. What was the shelf hit with then? Ah, well here we go. Now I present this. What is that? A stick? You truly believe a stick could do this kind of damage? How does this connect? What? What would Sonic do? I get it, he would run. But how does this help me figure out the answer to the mystery? I don't understand. You're right, a stick can't do this kind of damage to the shelf on its own. But if it's attached to something that could, like, let's say, a hammer? Oh, Tails is meant to be saying that. This isn't a stick at all, is it? This is actually the handle to your Pico Pico hammer. You attempted to hit the shelf out the way, but you failed. The handle to your hammer snapped right off. It's as you both said. I tried to get us out with my hammer, but I failed. I gave the shelf one big whack, and the handle ripped right off. I figured it was no big deal and tried to hide it, but I suppose my embarrassment got the better of me. She does look genuinely sorry about the situation. I never expected you... That was awful. I'd hate trying Tails' voice so much. I never expected your hammer to snap like Amy. It was one of my backups. It's a little lighter to carry around, so I didn't think I'd need it. Well, lucky for you, I'm a detective, and I dabble as a mechanic. Let me see both pieces of the hammer. Just tighten things here, a little elbow grease there, and fixed. Tails, thank you. According to my calculations, if you hit the right shelf right here, it should do the trick. Alright, stand back. The shelf completely shattered. Incredible. We did it. We're free. Great job, Amy. Let's get out of here. And Tommy says, damn, need to know what's wrong with myself. Let me just play Sonic Dash. Sonic Dash was okay. Wait, which one's Sonic Dash? Is that the one where you're endlessly running forward? Oh, don't waste too much time with that one. I think there's only so much of Sonic Dash you can play before it gets boring. Yeah, the Endless Runner. Never played it. It is a cash grab. It's designed to make you play it over and over and over again. Or make you spend money on red rings. Wait, is that? It can't be! This'll be the 4th time in Sonic canon that he's died, right? Sonic! Someone murdered my darling Sonic! Looks like the game's begun. I'm finding out who did this, at once! Amy, wait! I want to figure out who did this too! Wait for me! What a whirlwind. Oh, I'm exhausted already. Oh, I really am. How long have I been playing this one? And like... Let's look at my little stream replay. Because I want to do this for at least an hour. Alright, I've been doing it for 40 minutes. Let's go for another 20 minutes then. Okay, let's go until I pass the 4 hour mark. Let's do this. Tommy says, "Oh, here we go again. My darling Sonic. So much for Amy growing up." That was really convincing, Sonic. Sonic? Body numb. Can't move. What are you saying? I don't understand. I just need to rest. Sonic? Sonic? Is he actually hurt? He's not moving. Are these wounds on him genuine? My hand's on his wrist, but I don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? What in the world is going on? Is this part of the murder mystery? Or is this serious? Sonic? Sonic! Oh no, I feel myself panicking. Calm down, John. What do I do? I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are taken care of. Understood? 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 These guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. So I leave their care to you, John, my favourite employee. Surely you won't let me down on this last ride? Fa fa. Oh dear. I need to catch up to Amy and Tails and get to the bottom of this. Even if this is part of the game, I can't risk it. I keep everyone safe, Conductor. You'll see. Tommy says, "Is this a game where Sonic and friends get a poor guy fired?" So that was a chapter, was it? Wow. Chapter 2, Saloon Car. This is where Knuckles is hanging out, isn't it? Whoa, look at this place. Amy? Amy, are you here? I've looked around. I don't see her. I think Amy's already gone on ahead. She seems really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing. Sonic doesn't go down easy. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing could actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in front of strange spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game? Or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course, sure. Now if I ever need a snack, you've got me. Fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum though, just know it's because, where's my law card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage, sorry. This is true. Ye varmints. What are you doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I could see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to keep... I can't read. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi and... Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? Tommy's like, Dude, best Knuckles outfit I've seen. And Mirage Saloon reference. Oh yeah. We can see Green Hill trees in the windows though, look at that. I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. John, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues, and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Looks like Knuckles has broken a machine. Did Knuckles try to play a game and he lost and then he punched the machine? And here's the Mirage Saloon reference right here. I'm gonna take a drink because my mouth is incredibly dry. Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts, the classic saloon snack. Kinda bland. Huh, seems like everyone's licked all the salt off them. What? Or maybe we're just unsalted. We can move the screen slightly. Yeah, we can see there's a fixed arcade machine over here, so Knuckles definitely did something. Huh, that's funny. The door is locked tight. We can't go any further. I wonder how Amy was able to leave them. Good point. When were these doors locked, and how long were they locked for? We'll have to keep this in mind. What's this? Howdy, partners. Spittoon-free establishment. Is that supposed to say spitting? Visit Coliseum Highway Zone. The robotic arms here are really helpful. What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. Oh, I should fear for my job a little bit? Should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? John, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty. John, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' colour at all. Someone must have been here. We should log this. Breathtaking views. This train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be travelling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily, and I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. That's a reference to Tails' Sky Patrol, is it not? And Tommy's saying, Rouge and Knuckles and Saloon confirmed. I think that's about right. Oh, another bin. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one is empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden on the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. I'm saying this about Pokemon Insurgents. There's gotta be something hidden in one of the trash cans. Otherwise you wouldn't be allowed to interact with them. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out? Poor Omochao. Hate to see them like this. What did they do? Medical malpractice. Okay. That just makes me think of Impractical Jokers. Medical malpractice? Dog bite? Bite back with Cassio and Domine, attorneys at law. Clearly, we haven't been able to get the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do you think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more to be caused from punches. Who could have done that? What are you two looking at me for? I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. I thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. Wow, Knuckles is blushing. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said, leave me alone. It doesn't look like he used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a little bit so we could see it better? I said, leave. Can I take your order? What now? No promises. Knuckles, would you ever fight me? No, you bruise too easily. You wouldn't be fun. I bruise easily too. Guess I wouldn't be fun to fight either. No, I'd fight you. Sorry, John. I wish you luck. He's not actually going to fight me, right? Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, you'll let me know, won't you? Sure. Like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, John. You're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Knuckles, John and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you. Buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? Tommy says. This Knuckles is amazing. We have evidence too. We do? I've already pretty much figured out what's going on as soon as I arrived here, I think. John, just take a look at our inventory. That was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered. It was the arcade machine, of course. The arcade machine. Huh. What makes you think I touched it? Uh-oh, we gotta do what Sonic does. What does Sonic do in any situation? He runs and collects rings and avoids spikes. What would Sonic do? I can see how these might get hard. I wonder if it's possible to get like 3 rings that are on the same row. It's gotta be possible, right? This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because Super Monkey Ball is your favourite game. The arcade cabinet is covered in punches. Your hair was found at the scene. Yeah, let's go for the middle one. What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are you all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you? I'm on it, John. Distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's getting hard already. Can we get this like as an unlockable endless mode for completing the game? Oh no. I've just realised we got a Sonic Advanced Iron sprite there. Ha, now Tails, get away from that arcade cabinet. John, try again. I have to get Super Monkey Ball fixed. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we did it. The arcade machine is fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Okay, what does this tell us? What can we see? We can see Vector. Knuckles couldn't beat Vector's score by 1 point, so he just got he got angry. Toast, apple, bread, ultim, that's Shadow. Bagel, candy. I don't know what these are references to here. They gotta mean something, right? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score, and Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Grrr. He's punching the air in confusion and frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here. Now. Is it really? Have you ever met a Vector in the chat? Ouch! They've taken some of my rings. Now, John, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? Huh. Is it this? But Vector doesn't have lipstick. Does this prove it? Because he's just next door. The map proves it. Alright, let's present the map. Ha, I knew it. You were both talking out of your bottom. Let's try again, John. What evidence helps prove Vector was here? Huh? I thought it would have been the map for sure. But it's an arcade cabinet, isn't it? Because his name's on it. No? Is it going to be the cans? No. I thought it was strange that there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks, playing arcade. It's not, I wasn't, don't tell Amy. Knuckles is really scared of being hit by Amy's Pico hammer, like, isn't he? I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour, wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Don't be shy, Knuckles. Rouge was here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something, but failed. Made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, but I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Yeah, Tommy knew it was Rouge all along. And you also say that Vector from here is the only Vector that you know. Vector visited to play games. Rouge couldn't find something and left, then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list. Doesn't make sense. John, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list? What is Tails talking about? It's Ultim, isn't it? Everything else is food, and then Ultim, that's Shadow. All of the other that's me. All of the other names have a food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Ultim? You may not know, John, but there is someone here who goes by the title, The Ultimate Life Form. There's really someone here who goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. All of you immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Key. Shadow told me to lock the door and not open it for anyone. So, then he left. I put a saw there where there wasn't one. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, so no one else after locking the door. That's the ultimate truth. So when Amy came through here, not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No. I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know, but they didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me. Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, John. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili jugs. John! Coming! So we just use the door now? Ready to mosey down to the next car? Does this trigger the next chapter? Can I save this game? Onwards! I think this is a good place to stop, because we're coming close to the 4-hour mark. If this is indeed the start of a new chapter. Yep, I'm gonna call it there for today and come back to this another time. What a treat. I hope the Sonic community loves the shit out of this, because I certainly do. So can I save? Does the game save for me? Okay, save. There we go. And yeah, I would love to carry on, I really would, but my mouth is incredibly dry. I've got a headache brewing. But don't worry about me, I'm gonna take an ibuprofen and have a break from streaming now. But this was incredibly fun. What a lovely treat. What a lovely treat, thank you. I still want to know who developed it. Does the game's page say anything about the developer yet? It just says Sega, Sega. There's something on here in the description that makes me think. Can we go to the store page? can't find it. I swear I saw something in the description here that said something about headcanon. Here we go. About this game. So I'm going to leave you with this before we go, then if you want to pick this up on the Steam store for yourself. It's Amy Rose's birthday, and she's hosting a murder mystery in the Mirage Express. When Sonic the Hedgehog becomes the game's victim, everyone is off to get to the bottom of things. However, something feels a bit off. Is this really an innocent game, or is something more sinister afoot? Join the colourful cast of the Sonic the Hedgehog series in an exciting new adventure. There it is, canon or headcanon. You know what they say, everything is canon. So did headcanon develop this? Is that like a hint in the game's description saying this was developed by headcanon? I guess I'll find out when I reach the credits. I hope everyone who worked on it has been credited, mind. Right. I don't know if anybody's still there, but let's exit Steam. And I'm not going to leave you with any music today, because we've already took a couple of breaks already. So let's move to my channel screen and read out the names of everybody who popped up in the chat today. Good day, gentlemen. Thank you, Tommy. So, I would just like to thank, of course, Tommy Remixes. Always good to have you here. Can't imagine a chat without you, but that doesn't mean that there's any pressure to always come, Tommy. Alright? I hope you have a life on top of these streams. I would like to thank Tiberius the Hedgehog. I would like to thank J. Artorius. I would like to thank Joe Does Random Stuff. I would like to thank, what's he called? JMT Pixelmon. Is he here? JMT the Pixelmon. I got the name right without looking at it. Nice to see you here again. And is there anybody else? I'm pretty sure there was one more name that might have popped up at the end of Sonic 2. Clumsy Smurf. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. If I missed your name, I do apologise. But with that out the way, have a lovely day, and I will see you later.